What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of FastLane Garage. In the last episode, you saw me put the rear subframe and some suspension parts on this car, and we also changed some brake lines out that were busted. However, on the drive home, the car still felt like it wasn't stopping very well. I'm pretty sure the brake booster is bad, and in my opinion, stopping well is way more important than going well. So we're gonna take the brake booster out of this car and put it into this one. And the reason I'm doing that instead of buying a new one is literally nobody makes a brake booster for these cars anymore. So we'll see what we can do. If not, I've got some ideas on getting one from a different car and making it, or getting one for a different car and fabricating it to make it fit on this one. I've been told that there are universal brake booster kits that you can do that with, and if that's so, then it should work out the way that I want it to. We'll take this one out, inspect it, make sure everything works well, and then as long as it passes the test, I looked a few up. There's I believe a few that you can do off of the car to make sure that it's good. As long as it passes those tests, then we'll go ahead and put it on this car, and then hopefully the brakes will be good after that. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Let's get to work. So I know I said that it wasn't corroded on the brake booster. However, look right around there, definitely is, and there's more on the bottom. You can't see very well because there's not enough light. However, if you look at this one, that's just the windshield wiper motor, but that one is definitely in worse condition. So we're still gonna go through with it and see if it'll be better. And like I said, if it's not, we'll try and figure out something else. This car has been through a lot, and it's gonna take a lot of work to get it back to a well-running machine. So I'm gonna take some time here to go around and explain what I'm doing. Currently, I'm just taking out the intake and all the associated parts. You'll probably see here throughout the video that I stop every now and then and I assess what needs to be done, and that just helps me create a plan so that I make sure I don't take out more than I need to, but also don't spend a lot of time trying to work around things that I should have taken out earlier. So yeah, there's a little box underneath the intake that makes it kind of hard to get out, so I have to disconnect that and then pull that out separately. It's a tight fit, so it takes a little bit to get it out, but as you see, it comes out without too much fight. Next, I'm gonna work on taking out the fuel filter. This car hasn't been running in a long time, so there's no fuel that comes out. The way I like to do this with these rubber hoses is obviously pull the clip off with some pliers, and right here I'm taking off the vacuum hose for the brake booster. But if you just squeeze near the tip of the of where the rubber hose slides onto, it usually helps pull it off of that area. Right now I'm just taking off the brake lines, the front one and the rear one. This master cylinder only puts out two, and then there's a separator block that separates it from left to right for the front, and then there's another one for the rear. After that, you'll see me disconnect the master cylinder from the brake booster, and then after that I move inside the car, and there's not a lot of space to see what's going on inside the car. We will get back to that in a moment. Here you can see just how dirty and cruddy this old brake booster is, and I'll go through and I'll clean it up, but it's just crusty and gross. That's all dried up brake fluid right there. But here you'll see me, I'm putting the nuts back on here so I don't lose them, and then I'll just wipe that down real quick. And just after a quick wipe down, no cleaner, no nothing, just a rag, it looks a lot better. I'll have to remove this seat to create a lot more room so that I can more easily get to the pieces that I need to get to. Like I said, there's not really any room to record in here, so you guys aren't going to be able to see much of anything really. If you look underneath the dash here, you'll see there's 4 bolts that I need to get to, and I'll point them out right about now. And then yeah, I need to get those out, and there's 2 of them that are behind the steering column, and they were so hard to get to, but I eventually got them out, and we were able to get the brake booster out and swap it over to the other car. Yeah, so here you're gonna see one of my secret moves. I call this the power stance. Yeah, when you stick your leg up like that, that's how you know real work's getting done. No, but in all seriousness, it was super cramped in there. It was really hard to get that thing out. What's funny is it took me about 15, maybe 20 minutes to get all the stuff on the outside done, and the 4 bolts on the inside, like I said, were super hard to get to. Took me over 40 minutes to just get those. So yeah, once I got back on the outside, I had to remove this fuel filter, and once I did that, it came out pretty easily. So after this, we're just gonna go ahead, clean it up, paint it, and take the one out of the other car and put this one in.
Yay!
You see my handiwork right here. I bought, when I was like 17, I bought one of those chips that make all the like cars go faster. This is what it said. It said 25 to 50 horsepower, and you just clip it in, and yeah, I destroyed my car. Oh cool, nothing came out. That makes things easier. Oh yeah, that's way worse than the other one was. Compared to the other one, I'd say this is definitely the worst one. So, you guys saw on the other side, there's 4 bolts in here. I can get the camera to focus. So there's not that one. So you see the 2 over there on the right side, and then there's 2 more. One is literally right behind the steering column. You can see it right there, and then another one right above it. That one behind the steering column is the hardest to get to. Gave me the most trouble on the other side, but we'll see what we can do. And I'll come back to you guys once we got all those loose. All right, last bolt. Let's see if we can get this angled in there properly. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Other side. Sorry, other brake booster is way nicer. There's liquid coming out of it. Look at that. That came out of it. It feels like it's just full of something. Let's see. I have no idea what that is, but I promise you it's not supposed to be in there. It smells like, it's weird, it smells like bicycle tires. I don't know if you guys know what that smells like, but that's what this smells like. And it's probably just from, it's probably condensation that got in through the intake and then worked its way into there. Man, that would have had to take a long time to do. But yeah, that's gross. There's no way that the other one's not in better condition than this one is. So we'll see if we can get the other one to look a little bit nicer, and then we'll paint it, put it on there, and then I'll come back to you guys once I'm putting it on. What's up, guys? Back for another day of recording. Yesterday we got kind of busy with another project. You'll see that's going to be coming out on the video after this one. It's completely different from what I normally do, but I think it's going to be nice. Anyways, we'll get back on this. We'll put the now painted, you'll never guess what color. Give you a hint, you've seen it before. We put the now painted brake booster into the car, bolt it all up. I already did some testing to see if it works. I think it does, but we'll see for sure. After we get it all bolted up, we'll go for a test drive, and yeah, that should be it for this video. Anyways, let's get back to work. Doesn't that look nice? I think it's mighty pretty. Time to start her up and see how she does. Let's get the tools out of the way. So guys, here's the deal. The car's running like crap and pretty positive. I figured out why. I say pretty positive because I can't take that out. There are little screws. There are little screws around it. Here, 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 here. And then here, here, and here. They are so corroded that you can hardly even see them anymore. So I think a new sending unit is in order. I was looking at the one on this car, and as we all know, this one is less rusty. There was a little rust on here on the cover, but not too much to worry about. So we're gonna take this one out, and hopefully we can take the other one out of the other gas tank. We're gonna have to drill those other 3 screws out. But we get these out and then take the fuel pump, hopefully it's still good, off the other one, because that's a performance fuel pump that I got for it a long time ago. I know it's better than the stock one, but that's if it's any good still. So we'll see if we can get this thing running, because I still need to test the brakes out, and I can't test the brakes out if the car doesn't go. All right, so what you guys saw in the last little clip is I'd already taken these screws out, except this one. Funnily enough, I was unscrewing it and it broke the tip. Yeah, broke the tip off of this screw, or the screwdriver. Excuse me. We'll just get it to focus. Thank you. Yeah, broke the tip right off of it. So now, not only will this screwdriver not fit in here, but this screwdriver won't fit. This one won't fit. None of them will fit. So we're gonna see if we can find something that'll work. Maybe a flathead. Oh my goodness, it worked. Maybe it's gonna be an okay day. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I think it's safe to say this gas tank is useless. Oh yeah. Look at that. This tank is worthless. Alright, well, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do. I'll let you guys know when I figure it out. Oh, I guess we can look at the other one and see what the inside of that one looks like. We're gonna have to drill out the We're gonna have to drill out those 3 screws, pull the sending unit out, and hope for the best, because I don't really have any other options. It's not like I can go out and buy this. And we'll see. All right. There's one. Come on. That all looks pretty good. And there is some corrosion in there, but it's really not that bad. We can make that work. So yeah, I'm okay with this. All right, so it took a little time to cool off. 1, it was hot out there, and 2, I was just a little heated from, well, really from this just being so bad. That one out there being pretty much like new, total shock. Actually, that is a relief, because I didn't have many other options. The next thing to do is, well, first of all, seal this back up. It smells terrible in here. It's like a sweet, like a super sweet Kool-Aid chemical smell. I can't even explain it. Anyways, so after that, I think we're gonna take the gasket off of this one, because the one on the other car ripped when we were taking it out. Take the gasket off of this one, clean it up, and then put it on the other car. It still feels pliable and not hardened or, just bad. As long as we can get it off of here without tearing it up, then that's the plan. If not, then we'll go to a store, get some rubber gasket maker, essentially, and just make a rubber gasket out of that. But yeah, I think I'm actually going to do that off camera, at least sealing the gas tanks back up. I'll bring you guys back for, if I have to make a gasket, I'll bring you guys back for that. And then, yeah, if not, then, we'll just go to the next part of figuring out why this car doesn't run well. Well, I think we figured out what the problem was. This was the hose for the fuel pump. It goes from there to there. So we got some new hose. We're gonna go ahead and put that on there and see how it works. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. I forgot to record an outro, but yeah, as you can see, we got it running. We bled the brakes off camera as well, and yeah, car drives well now. Anyways, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you next time on FastLane Garage.